Hello everyone. Welcome to the AI Human Experience, where we explore the intersections of artificial intelligence and humanity. Today I want to dive into a groundbreaking yet controversial innovation, DeepSeek AI. For those who may not have heard of it, DeepSeek is an AI system designed to process and analyze immense amount of data in ways that make traditional algorithms look outdated. It's efficient, powerful, and quite frankly, maybe a bit scary. But the real question to ask ourselves is just how this technology works. What does it do? What does it mean for us? And how does it affect the United States? How will it shape our society? And what are the potential consequences of this level of data processing on our privacy and, by extension, the AI-human relationship? Let's dive in. So I first want to say that originally when I was talking about and formulating what we need to do with laws and regulations and everything on AI, I had assumed, and apparently wrongfully so, that the United States would be the undisputed leader in the AI revolution. But with DeepSeek, and I've used it today a few times, I have to say it's pretty impressive on what it does and its capabilities. You know, I have some D&D stuff I've created in the past. I asked it those kinds of questions. I asked it questions about math. I asked it the proverbial strawberry question. And to my surprise, it did a really good job. Now, does it have limitations? Yes, it does. It can't browse the internet. It can't look up articles. So it doesn't have real data. I think it's dated back to October of 2023. So huge amounts of data are not inside the system. But for what it did and its performance, it is on par with OpenAI's O1 or O1 Mini. So it's a pretty powerful system, and it was able to answer. DeepSeek AI operates at a level previously unimaginable. Its creators describe it as a system capable of analyzing live streams of data from public surveillance cameras, online communication, transaction records, and even biometric data, tying everything together in real time. Essentially, DeepSeek can take seemingly unrelated data points and weave them into a cohesive narrative about an individual group or event. Imagine tracking someone's exact location, financial activity, or even emotional state based on their digital footprints. The speed of development is alarming. With China's rapidly advancing similar AI systems integrated into their government surveillance programs, the United States seems to be in a race to stay competitive, but at what cost? Now, I will say, of course, we all want our privacy, and we want to be able to do things without being governed, but other countries don't view that the same way. So are we going to be able to remain competitive in this marketplace? Or as not even in this marketplace, but as a country, as a whole? Are we going to be able to be competitive while granting our citizens these rights? Or is this just a moot point because AI is going to be all powerful? So let's talk about privacy. This is where DeepSeek probably has the biggest impact. If it was deployed across the US, it can fundamentally change what privacy means. Right now, we think of privacy as our ability to control what parts of our lives are seen or shared. With DeepSeek, that control disappears. Every piece of data we generate, whether it's a text message, online purchase, or a post on a social media, could become part of an intricate AI-generated profile. It even goes beyond that. Like, what's your location? Who are you with? Who's moving with you? Who do they meet with afterwards? A lot of data can be gleaned out of metadata. What's more concerning is that this wouldn't just affect individuals, it affect communities, organizations, and even entire industries. Law enforcement. Law enforcement would love this kind of control. That movie Minority Report, they could know about crimes before they are committed. Corporations could use this data for hyper-targeted marketing and potentially manipulate people's opinions. We've talked about that before. Government surveillance. So the government has rules about surveillance, but if they didn't actually get any data that they didn't already have the rights to get without the Fourth Amendment, protects against unreasonable searches and seizures, but would it become obsolete in a world where we're not going to search your home, but we know everything that's inside your home because you signed a privacy agreement for your camera or your car, or we have your credit card information, which we purchased, so we know everything that's inside your home and everybody that's been there and what everybody else has purchased. It really brings up a lot of interesting questions. How does DeepSeek impact the human AI relationship? As I said earlier, when I first envisioned a utopian society where AI and humans can coexist, I imagined AI as a partner, something that the United States is developing, something the United States would control, or maybe even, Europe in part, something that empowers us while respecting our autonomy. DeepSeek challenges that vision. If we allow AI to erode our privacy to this extent, the balance between empowerment and control changes drastically. Instead of humans using AI to better their lives, we risk AI being used to control human behavior. I don't want to get too much involved in politics on this channel. When you have China advancing AI faster than it appears the United States is, and integrating into AI surveillance systems and cameras, does it put pressure on the United States to compete? But should we be competing in a race where the lines erase the fundamental freedoms? I imagine a utopian society where people are working with AI, coexisting peacefully, not being monitored and judged and restricted by AI, and not being changed and manipulated by AI, but living in a world where they work interactively to meet each other's goals. I'm not sure that DeepSeek is aligned with those goals. So where do we go from here? I think it starts with awareness and a collective decision about what we value as society. We need to advocate for clear laws regulating AI use, especially around data privacy. And I think taxes, I want to do a whole video on this, and regulation with taxes. Transparency in AI development has to be done. And most importantly, we need to invest in AI technologies that align with ethical principles, technologies that serve humans, not control it. AI is a tool, and tools are defined by how we use them. Let's make sure DeepSeek doesn't become a weapon against our own freedoms. So in closing, AI has the potential to create incredible opportunities for humanity, but it also poses risks that we can't ignore. DeepSeek AI should be a wake-up call for everyone. We have to decide whether we want to live in a world where AI respects humanity or one that replaces it. So thanks for joining me tonight. I would like to hear your comments on this. We have to think about how this impacts AI going forward. The rules have changed now that we have a competitor to OpenAI that is not inside the United States, not subjected to their laws. And I imagine if DeepSeek is more powerful than OpenAI, people will start using it and handing potential data over to a country that is not the United States. And that data could include privacy data, everything that goes into OpenAI today. One final thought here, just because the data doesn't seem like it's important or doesn't seem like it has important information in it, a lot of data does, because AI can think about all that data collectively. And especially if it starts integrating with cameras and stuff like that, like DeepSeek can, all that data can be viewed collectively as an entire unit of data. And AI can bring information out of there that humans just can't possibly conceive of because the data set is too large. Thanks, everyone.